Pisces, I'm here for another reading for you today. As always, it is general and timeless. You could have Pisces anywhere in your chart. It's past, present, or future. So just take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't for the next person. And if you would like a personal reading, a one-on-one personal session, or Akashic records, you can go to 144bluerosetemple.com or you can email me. All the information's in the box below. And as always, thank you for all of your love. Thank you for all of your support. And thank you for being here today. If my energy or my readings resonate with you, feel free to subscribe, click on that notification bell and the like button so you can know when the next reading does come out and so I can connect more with your energy. All right, Pisces, we're going to get right into your reading today. Now, the past few readings were about relationships. I feel like this reading is going to be more about like your finances and your material world. Divine Mother and Father, Holy Spirit of God. What does Pisces need to hear about their world right now? What does Pisces need to hear about their world right now? Now you do have Hathor, end of a cycle over here too. And it does say soul family. So maybe this could have to do with soul family or just family in general. Hathor may even resonate with you. Why do we have soul family and end of a cycle here for Pisces? We have selflessness, humility, conscious action. Why do we have soul family and end of a cycle for Pisces? We do have reflection, non-judgment, and sacred union. Okay, so this definitely could have to still do with connections in a little way, Pisces, all right, with sacred union. That's what's happening in your world, okay? And it does say the Lady of the Mirror. So you and someone else can actually be mirroring each other right now, Pisces. There's definitely some sort of message here, though, of service, of selflessness, of humility, of love, of you being very conscious, Pisces. What's coming through is you're very intentional, whether you are a priest or priestess, you know, or whatever path it is that you're on. I see you being a very intentional person, but in every area of your life. Okay. Now, you might be closing out some sort of cycle here that's no longer in alignment with that. We're going to see what that is, okay? I'm going to grab one more card. Why do we have soul family and end of a cycle here for Pisces? Now, the wheel's turning completely in your favor. And then release fear, okay? Now, for some of you, again, this is relationships in general. I did ask about what's going on in your world, Pisces. This is what's going on in your world in some way, shape, or form. Okay, sometimes even with soul family, things shift and change, right? Maybe you're taking a new path when it comes to your spirituality. You know, maybe you are just really about your service. You're actually really about your path. And you're noticing that there's people around you that are not as devoted as you are. You know, what I kind of want to say is that there are people who wear the path and there are people who actually walk this path. You're not just wearing the path of like putting just a crystal right over your third eye. You're walking this path, you know, and I don't know why what's coming through is like, it doesn't matter how many crystals you have on if you're not walking those crystals, you know. And so this may be a big shift in your spirituality, Pisces. Again, what I'm seeing is reflection, no judgment. There's no judgment, but it does feel like whether this is in regards to spirituality and people in your life that are spiritual or not, you know, which I feel like we all are, but in general, you're noticing, okay, wow, that's not really in alignment with me anymore. It feels like a graduation for you, Pisces. This feels also like a lot of maturity, but with love, you're like, okay, I don't resonate with that, you know. You're just kind of like peeping some things over here, Pisces. Now let's see what this is. Why do we have soul family, end of a cycle, gratitude and service, and Lady of the Mirror? Why do we have Lady of the Mirror, High Lord of Service, soul family, and end of a cycle? Why Temperance? Why Queen of Wands, the World card? A lot of fire here, especially Sagittarius. You could have some Sagittarius in your chart. Where's Pisces energy in this reading? Get ready for overflow, Pisces. Ace of Cups, okay? This is your cup overflowing, Pisces. This is your energy. It could be a new beginning, a new relationship, an overflow of the good and positive things in your life, all right? Now, I just want to get one card for that Hathor soul family. Why do we have Hathor soul family here? The Moon card, okay? So there's definitely things that is, you know, again, whether it's amongst maybe a spiritual community or just your friends in general, people around you, There definitely is a lot of truth over here with the moon card, okay? The moon card is emotions. It quite literally says emotion. It's also the unseen. So things it is that you have not seen quite yet. Why the moon card for soul family here? The Hermit card, okay? We do have that Hermit, which is you going within. This is spiritual enlightenment. So for some of you, I do feel like this has to do with your spirituality or just your spiritual path in general, which everything is spiritual, you know? So even if it's not, say, like soul family in that sense, it could still be the people around you. But this definitely is some sort of deeper reading when it comes to the unseen, all right? Now, I do see you here also, Pisces. Yeah, going within yourself here. You know, there's this graduation and this like maturity for you. Again, it says release fear. You're honoring yourself. You're honoring your own beliefs, despite what everyone's doing around you, etc., etc. You know, I feel like, you know, speaking of rose-colored glasses, I do feel like you're taking off the rose-colored glasses when it comes to your spiritual path of like, it's okay to be my authentic self, you know, or like I see the people, you know, doing this around me, but I don't necessarily resonate with that. And that's okay. All right. Now, for some of you, maybe you're part or have been a part of like a spiritual group, you know, or, you know, so tribe, friends, and family that, you know, maybe it's like their way of going about things. You're like, that doesn't resonate with me, you know, and that's why we have selflessness, humility, conscious action, and reflection, non-judgment. What I'm just getting is to trust your intuition of the unseen. I do feel like, Pisces, you've been surrounded by, again, maybe sometimes even people who have all the crystals and have this and have that. And it looks a certain way. But what are they doing behind closed doors? Are they walking the path, you know, or wearing the path? And for some reason that, I've never heard that quote before, but it's coming up. Are they wearing the path or are they walking it in their everyday life? You feel like someone who's very intentional. Pisces, you are the most in tune with spirituality as you are that sign of spirituality. You know, so you in general are a very sensitive soul, naturally can be very spiritual or have a more natural connection to the spiritual realms than others. All right. And I do feel like there's this rebirth in your path. Now you have Ace of Cups, so your cup does overflow here. Now for the Temperance card, why do we have Temperance? Why do we have the Queen of Wands over here? Why do we have the World card? Beautiful energy here, Pisces. Okay, Ten of Swords in reverse when it comes to the World card here. So this new cycle, there's no destruction, no pain, no anything like that. No, you know, stabs or swords in the back. You're coming out of that energy. Now, though, however, some of you may have really physically distanced yourself from some people. Here's what I'm seeing. Physically distance, or at least energetically distance. I see a whole lot of distance and a whole lot of you turning your back to, again, it says no judgment and reflection, you know, and so I don't feel like it's any judgment, but you're like, okay, this just doesn't resonate with me. I feel like giving the example of a conversation that I was hearing, you know, or the way it is that someone's speaking, that they are a very spiritual person. I got a notification that just said, Priestess Jocelyn Rose, you nailed it. Now that was from Temu. I do like Temu, but for that to also come now, I do feel like it's saying though, you as a priestess, you as your Pisces self, it's no judgment, but I do feel like you're nailing it, okay? When it comes to just certain discernment and connections, but it feels like especially with spirituality. I'm just going to give the example of, you know, someone who would appear as very spiritual, but it's like the way that they were talking about men and women in the world, it was just like, well, what? You know, like it's like coming from such a place of like fear and separation, you know, which does that exist in this world? Yes, but we are definitely here to be the peace, be the harmony, like stand in that light of truth. But again, with the balance of being the peace and the harmony and, you know, honoring, you know, or making love to the illusion. So I'm giving that example though, because I'm like, I don't really like the way that this conversation is making me feel. It like feels very like Not good, okay? So that's just an example, though, Pisces, of how you may be feeling around certain people right now, where it's just like, oh, you know, might be spiritual, might not be, again, soul family or spirituality in general, though I am seeing a lot of it here. You're someone who you really walk your talk, Pisces. And so, you know, you're not just here being spiritual, but then also being this kind of person and being in hate or this or separation. You walk your talk. And so because you walk your talk, Pisces, with love, I see you separating yourself from certain groups of people, certain things. You're going through a big rebirth, again, when it comes to your just embodiment and your expression and your decisions, right? So again, reflection, non-judgment. And as you walk away, what's also coming through, because it does say humility, there may have been people from the past where it's like, oh, Pisces has an ego or this or that. I feel like, though, Pisces, you're seeing things as they are. I don't feel like it's your ego that's leading you. I feel like it's your intuition that's leading you here. It's no judgment, but you're like, I just don't want to be a part of this any longer or connected to this energy. I'll show you over here. You're walking away, both sides. For some of you, I see a lot of fire energy here. So you could be dealing with, we do have Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Cancer. You know, so it could be any of those energies that you're dealing with. We're going to take in a deeper look, but you're turning your back to all of it over here. Okay, with these two cards, Six of Swords is physical, which both of these are actually pretty much physical travel, you know, which you really can be traveling, or it's like energetically you're making that space so that you can move forward. You know, again, you know, we've been talking about relationships, Pisces, and connections. With this Libra South Node, right now our collective North Node is Aries, the South Node is Libra, which means the past ways of relating no longer work. You know, so like say, for example, if 15 years ago, the way you used to connect with soul sisters was like, what's going on TV or gossiping or this or that. When you're around it now, it's like, like this doesn't feel good. I don't like the way that this feels. I don't like the way that this sounds, you know. So you're a whole new person, Pisces. And I do see you coming from a very pure place. But with that, it is really shifting what it is that you're around, who you're around, and the environments that you find yourself in. Okay, we've been saying this, Pisces, that you are actually entering into a timeline where you're not going to be betrayed. You're not going to be hurt, etc. Confirmation, learning the difficulties from the past. Okay, you've already learned the hard way, so you're not going to put yourself through the hard way anymore, Pisces. Now, it does say escaping destruction, picking yourself up, getting back up, and learning difficulties from the past. You've learned your lessons, and now you're really ready to move forward. And that's the confirmation of some sort of maturity, whether it's just emotional, mental, you know, or even spiritual maturity. There's just certain things you don't resonate with more, you don't want to be a part of anymore. And you're doing the work to distance yourself physically or energetically from these people and from these things, okay? Where it's like, oh, chaos is not cute anymore. Like, this is not cute, this or that. You know, and I don't know why the twin flame journey is coming to mind as well. I'm going to grab a card. Now, for some of you who resonate with that, you're like, no, this runner chaser thing, this is not cute anymore. Like Pisces, just in general, this is not cute anymore. You know, this is not working anymore. And so I see you taking the aligned action to change your life. And you do. It says, freedom, success, and satisfaction with the choices and the result of your hard work. You know, so you do get some freedom. You do get a brand new cycle over here, Pisces, but it's with your choices and the results. Okay, now why the Ten of Swords in reverse with the World card? Why the Ten of Swords in reverse with the World card? Tehuti, Thoth, may resonate with you. And Asar, okay, so we have Osiris and we have Thoth. Any of those energies may resonate with you. Thoth is that god of wisdom. Osiris is death and rebirth. Okay, so I feel like this is a confirmation, though. Now that you know better, you're doing better, Pisces, you know, and there's no judgment as to how anyone else lives their life. It's completely fine, but you know it's not for you. You've seen where it gets you, you know, and so in the midst of people who live differently from you, just in a world, right, that's pretty chaotic, you're choosing to be different. You're choosing to live different. And I do see the results of you doing that. Remember that faith plus works or aligned action is magic. Okay, so it equals magic, and that's what I'm seeing here. Why do we have the Six of Swords with the Temperance card? Why do we have the Three of Wands with the Queen of Wands? Why do we have 10 of Swords in reverse with the World card? Yeah, you do have the King of Wands over here, okay? So there's a lot of fire energy here. You could definitely be... You could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You, though, are embodying some of this fire energy, too. Why the King of Wands over here? Why the King of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles? Okay, slow and steady wins the race. For some reason, Pisces, what's also coming through is do not listen to the people who don't see your vision. Again, faith plus works or aligned actions equals magic. I feel like people in the past, Pisces, don't see your vision with the King of Wands over here. And they don't trust, okay? You are creating something that is that fire energy of creation. You are a new earth leader, and I feel like saying new earth leader, okay? So you really are here, Pisces. And while to some people around you, they're not taking your path, and that's fine. Everyone is on their own path. But your method, that's what I'm getting, like this, the system, the method, it brings results, Ace of Pentacles. It's just not... delayed gratifications coming through, instant gratification, okay? Your path is not one of instant gratification. And maybe there's people around you that, again, you just don't resonate with it anymore, all right? The ways it is that you all would connect, you know, so trauma bonds, especially for eclipse season, trauma bonds are out the door, okay? Like you just don't resonate anymore. I am seeing something about releasing instant gratification as being very important and a pivotal part of your journey, because that's actually when all of this comes in. You have Ace of Cups and you have the Ace of Pentacles here, Pisces. So your cup overflows and you are generating a lot of abundance. It's with sticking to your vision. And I do get a little bit of delayed gratification, which Pisces, Saturn's in your sign until 2026. So that could also be a part of it, that Saturn energy. Now, I do see a lot of masculine energy here, okay? We do have the Knight of Wands over here with the Temperance card, Five of Wands, so much fire, you know, energy here. You're releasing the conflict, the drama, you know, whether that be within or without over here, you know, or it's like avoiding people that they kind of live a chaotic life is just what's coming through here, Pisces, okay? It's like the people around you that it feels like you can see, it's like, well, you're kind of choosing to live that lifestyle. Again, graduation, maturity here, Pisces, where reflection, non-judgment, you're very humble, but you are seeing things the way that they are, you know? And so you've outgrown certain environments. You've outgrown, for some of you, it's even like certain, you know, maybe so tribe and things like that. You've outgrown a lot of things here, Pisces. And it's leading you to abundance. It's leading you to success. Okay, however, it definitely is changing your environments and your relationships. Now, why the Ace of Cups here for Pisces? Why the Ace of Cups? Get ready for overflow, Pisces, because you are about to celebrate, okay? You're going to be celebrating with people who are celebrating with you, who, you know, just you're surrounded by people that you see the light in this world. You know, you see the joy, the laughter, like that's how this feels, you know, instead of people who see like only the negative or this or that again. And I mean, there's like truth, right? You can't be too much in the light and not see like the truth of certain things, not bypass it, you know, but there's a balance. And I just see you being around positive people who make you feel good, and people who are also working on their own goals. You know, focus is definitely a theme here. You know, you're very focused, and you know, it feels like you've been around people who maybe have different ideas and this and that, but for them to be in so much of this energy, they're not necessarily as focused, devoted, and committed to their goals or their higher timeline as maybe you are. All right. Now, as far as Ace of Cups, you have multiple ways, multiple streams of income. Okay. You have multiple ways to be successful here, Pisces. You have multiple streams of income. I see you as this Queen of Pentacles, abundance. Okay. So in general, your cup overflows with abundance. You're generating different forms of wealth, etc. I do see that it's taking you time. Okay. Knight of Pentacles over here. Pisces, though, you are going to get to the point where it's like people who counted you out, you know, or even the people that you walked away from, whatever they have to say about you walking away, you're proving your words here, though. All right, you truly are walking your talk. The words that you speak will materialize into existence, and I'm seeing you doing it. You're not just wishing and dreaming upon a star. Pisces is making it happen. And there's some delayed gratification over here, which maybe some people in the past, don't see the results of what you're working on. But remember that Noah, how long did Noah work on that ark, right? Was it 40 years, 100 years? Until it started to rain. All right, and so that's what I'm seeing. Ace of Cups over here, your blessings overflow. All right. Now, what's this Ten of Swords in reverse for Pisces? Yeah, you're out of that paradigm of this Three of Swords, this pain. You're not connecting, like your new connections that are coming in, that includes the soul tribe, friends, lovers. You're not connecting from a place of pain and hurt and against the divine masculine, against the divine feminine, all those different things. You are in union with yourself. And so you're going to come across people in spaces that are also coming from this place of union, not of separation or all of these different things, okay? So that's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope that it resonates. I'm going to grab some cards of advice. What are some cards of advice for Pisces? Why the Chariot card with the Ten of Wands for Pisces? You do have the Nine of Swords over here, and then the Two of Wands here. So Pisces, the people, the places, the environments that feel like a burden. Ten of Wands over here. This is you having a lot on your back, a lot on your shoulder. This feels like a lot of pressure. Nine of Swords over here. I do feel like you've been working hard, Pisces. So do whatever it is that you can to rest. And we do have that Two of Wands here. So I do feel like it's picking and choosing your battles wisely. I already have a lot going on. And so this connection, if it's not going to add to my peace, it's adding to these 10 of Wands on my back, and I got to put the wand down. Pisces, you do seem to be someone who already has a lot going on. Whether that be in your personal life, maybe it's work, that work is busy, whatever this is for you, you already have things that are going on. So I see you picking and choosing your battles of like, okay, do I have to be in this environment? Do I have to hang out with that friend? Do I have to do this or to do that? You're really choosing your peace over anything else here, Pisces. And I do see it leading to your success. Okay, I'm going to grab some other cards of advice. What are some other cards of advice for Pisces here? What are some other cards of advice for Pisces? All right, get ready for overflow, Pisces. Your decisions, your boundaries, you're being compensated over here. All right, and again, I do see you as someone who is humble. You have been humbled through these experiences. You really are coming from the heart space, even when it's hard. And so you just don't resonate anymore with the excuses or this or that, because you're doing it, and I do see things taking some time, but you're doing it. You have a lot of wealth that surrounds you. Clearly, you have material wealth and true prosperity. You're being compensated here, Pisces. Okay, so get ready for that. I'm going to grab 2 more cards of advice. What's another card of advice for Pisces? What is another card of advice for Pisces? We do have Face Your Shadow. I think that's Hecate. Yes, Hecate on the behind Lilith. And then we do have Avalon Priestess. So this is a lot of shadow integration here. Face Your Shadow, past life healing. Now, there's some sort of focus on expression and the throat space here. The blue flame or the violet flame may even resonate with you, or Hecate, the crossroads. Okay, Hecate is coming through strongly as I hold this card for some reason. So some of you maybe really connect with her. She's really awesome at healing and shadow work as well as Lilith, okay, with the Face Your Shadow here. So I do feel like you're going through some shadow work, that some of it is past life too. It has to do with your expression. And sometimes it's just saying like, no, this doesn't resonate. And so that's what I see here, and the shadow work sometimes is saying no, especially for Pisces. That can be hard. And so saying no, setting those boundaries, I do see as you trust your intuition, as you trust in the upgrade of your spiritual gifts, where you really can see. You don't need the logic to make it make sense. You can see. And that's what I'm seeing as one thing here too, though, Pisces, is you've dealt with people in the past who kind of, I don't know why making fun of you comes to mind. I'm going to pull a card, but I don't know why I feel the energy of like, sometimes people will like, Pisces is delusional. Pisces Pisces, like that's the strength and the weakness of a Pisces, right? But I see you having tangible physical results, you know, and it's not delusional if you have proof and you have results. And I have chills on my crown as soon as I say that. So for some of you Pisces, you are going to prove, you know, certain people wrong, and not that you need to, you know, but it's going to materialize for you, and then they'll see that it makes sense, you know, and nothing good comes very quick. Akashic records as soon as I say that. So I do feel like there are these new soul contracts that are coming in for you. A lot of newness in general. Something in the Akashic records, because we had Thoth as well. You know, you could go to YouTube, type in Akashic records and do a guided meditation. You know, but there's definitely good things coming in for you that you have worked hard for. You know, and for some of you, no one sees that vision but God, or no one sees that vision but very few. You're hidden in plain sight for a reason, Pisces. Now, what's a final piece of advice for Pisces? Thoth again, okay, so Thoth may resonate with you. Call back your energy, life force energy, and ask for help. So for some of you, it may or can be beneficial to ask someone for help. That can be just a friend. It could be a therapist, a mentor, whatever. It could be spirit. You just sitting with spirit, asking for help, asking for clarity, or the healing it is that you need. Now, I do see some amount of pressure here, that there has been some pressure in your life. So call back your energy. That would be helpful as well for maintaining your life force energy, all right, and your vitality. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope that it resonates. I'm sending you so much love and so many blessings to your day.